Hi guys, welcome again to Learning Tree, the fun way with Tree Junior Pro. My name is Kwesi, right? And for today, okay, we're just waiting for Mark to join on. Then we'll actually catch on everyone else, right? We'll go through your translations. I'm hoping Mark will actually join soon. Let's see. Give me a sec. I just need to check on something. Sweet. Okay, I'm back. So let's go to today's translations, right? While we wait for Mark to join. So today we have a few people that needed something translated during the course of the week. And the first person that needed something translated was Daniel. Daniel, thanks again for continued support. And these are the things that Daniel wanted to know. Sorry, guys, I'm just checking something. All right, sweet. Cool. So the very first person, as I said, was Daniel, and these are the things that Daniel wanted to know. So the first thing that Daniel wanted was actually, hi, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, I'm too blessed to stress on you.
I'm good. Sorry, man. There was even technical difficulties here, so I was trying to sort out the camera and everything else.
Wow.
But how are you doing, though?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you also doing?
Oh, we're good. We're good. We thank you. We thank you.
Great to hear.
Okay,
And how's the
cool. So
family?
family is fine. How's yours?
Yeah, they are good.
No, we
Yeah.
thank God for that. We thank God for that. So let's quickly check. Daniel wanted something, right? Okay, let me quickly check my phone. Somebody's trying to get hold of me. So let me quickly tell them that I'm unavailable for now, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Okay, cool. Okay. I just told them. Sweet. So these are the things that Daniel wanted to know. The first thing, ne? So I'm not sure if you can see my screen properly.
Yes. Yeah, I can see now. It's because you have gone mad.
Yes. So that in Chi would be if we say Wabodam, unless if I'm wrong.
If we say Wabodam, yeah, it's because
100%.
you are mad or you are crazy. Or
Mm,
sometimes
mm,
you can also say that
mm.
if we say Utrim,
Okay.
in Tree, when you say abodam, which is madness, or someone
Mm,
is mad, or someone is crazy, there's also someone will say a very mild way of saying it if you want to tell someone that the person is mad, which is
mm-hmm.
trimka, trimu,
Okay.
ka,
Okay.
meaning that it's like something wrong with your head, so to speak.
Mm, mm, mm.
So someone can also, if we say the trimu kano, it's
Oh,
because he's having the brains are not really working or the head is not right.
which in turn sort of means madness, in short. 100%. And the next thing he wanted is okay, you know what? I never really went through this properly. So it's listen, I need some, guess it's someone who is consistent. Sorry. Can you help with that, Mark?
Yeah, I remember when you say consistent, I guess it's someone who is always doing that thing on and off. I say on and off. I mean, always doing the same thing over and over again. That means the person is consistent.
Mm,
So in this case, he said, "Tie me." You see, tie me pe ubia ontinna. Before
mm,
be a untina. When you say untina, it means
mm.
that someone who relaxes, so to speak. So
Oh,
you know, so when you are doing something, and sometimes you get to relax.
Yeah.
You're not being
Yeah.
busy today, tomorrow. Then it's like you just relax. It's like I wouldn't say giving up, but it's like that kind of passion, one way or the other. It's always a dwindling off, so to speak. So
Mm.
he said that yeah, ubia ontina, meaning someone who will leave it and go and sleep, or who will do it
Oh,
today and tomorrow do it again. Which, in other words, it means that the person, you don't want someone who is not consistent.
consistent.
So
Yeah.
he said,
Yeah.
mepe ubia ontina,
Okay.
who will
All
not
right.
leave and go and do another thing. And I think
Mm.
the other translation was, he said, tie mepe ubia ɔkɔso yɛ nneɛ ɔyɛ da biara.
Mm.
Tie mepɛ obi a ɔkɔ so
Mm.
yɛ nea ɔyɛ da biara. Like I said
Mm.
earlier on, it means literally means is that listen, I want someone who will always do that thing repeatedly, or who will always
Mm.
be doing that same thing almost
Mm.
every time. Will do the same thing, which in turn means that the person is consistent with whatever he
Yeah.
or she is doing.
Yeah. 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 Thank you so much. That actually makes perfect sense. And the next that Daniel wanted was never ends. Ɛtoɔ rentwa da, right?
Mm,
Which is it
for
never
instance,
comes to.
yeah, when you say reintrada, meaning that never ends. So
Mm.
when you say
Mm.
tour reintrada, that means that it will never end. So
Mm.
sometimes when you say a tour, it's more like a tour, meaning let's say
And
last
oh. Mm-hmm.
last
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
last
Mm-hmm.
thing. A tour in tree. When you say a tour, meaning the last thing or the last one, so to speak. So is it a
Mm.
tour in trada or tour in trada? That means that that thing will never end.
Mm.
It's there forever. So a tour, like
Mm.
I said, that is the last thing. So a tour in
Mm.
trada. That say a tour in trada or a tour in trada. That means it will
Mm.
never end.
Mm.
But if you take the a tour and you just say ring trada, it means it ends.
It will never end. All right. Thanks. And this one is bend down, bend over. Okay. Boumwase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boumwase. But isn't there another word for bend? Or is that it?
It depends on, like this one as an example, it said bend.
Mm.
There are two ways when we talk about bend. I may be
Mm.
wrong, but I think that we have bending something and bending down.
Yeah.
Am I
True.
lying?
True. True. No,
Exactly.
that's true.
So, for
Mm.
instance, in this case, when you say bend down, meaning boumuase, which means it's like
Bend over.
going down, so to speak. You see, seeing
Mm.
an elderly person, you bend down. It's like
Mm.
you wumu ase. Wumu, this is wumu, like that is your inside. Wumu is
Mm.
inside. Wumu,
Mm.
meaning that your inside, you are bringing that your inside down, so to speak.
Mm.
Ase
Mm.
is down. So he said that
Mm.
wumu ase, meaning that trying to bring this yourself, which is your in tree, bringing it down, which is ase, which means that
Mm.
you are bent. That's why you say bowumuase. But if it is about the other bend, which is the first one, maybe if it is not
Mm.
in relation to someone bending, but
Yeah.
in context of bending something, you say
Mm.
bend, kwa,
Mm.
which is bend,
Mm. 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 Mm.
of which
100%.
could be something that is meandering, so to speak.
Mm.
It's also there. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's true. Then the next one is take it off. Okay. Take it off. Okay, okay. Now I'm okay. I'm reading the sentence. Take it off your head, which is you free triso. I think I added another ye. Should be just you free triso without an extra ye.
Yeah. Because whenever
Yeah.
you say ye, it means take it,
Mm-hmm.
or take it off. Say ye,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
for instance, ye her, meaning take
Mm.
it away from them, which is
Yeah.
take ye. Yeah, so in this context, like you put it there, yifri utisu, meaning take it over your head or take it out of your head. Take it off your head because the thing is
Yeah.
on your head or
Yeah.
possibly around your neck. So you just take it off, or maybe you are wearing a shirt. So take it off your head. Maybe you left it there like that without really wearing it properly. You can tell the person, take it off or take
Yeah.
it off your head. So if you
So
say,
basically,
so that means take it out or take it off.
off your head. So technically, it will be take. Well,
Take.
basically,
Yeah.
take it off. Take, in short.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the next one was trust or trust in me, which is Gyedi. Also, trust is Gyedi. Then trust in me is Jimmy D. Let me just quickly do that so I do not confuse people. Let me just quickly put that back, 100%. So trust is Gyedi, then trust in me is Jimmy D.
Jimmy D. That means trust me or trust in me.
Okay, let me see.
Trust and will I say believe? One way or the other intertwine. But to me, my understanding is, to me, I believe that trust is like a higher version of believe, so to speak. Believe me. That means in that context, even in tree, you will still say, if you say believe me, you will say Jimmy D. Have faith in me. It also means someone should believe you. You understand? Because if you are explaining faith, possibly you will say you will talk about believing something, something that is there that you want it to be there, so to speak. So in this context, GD meaning trust. If you say GD, you are talking about faith. But someone even GD can also be faith because they are used interchangeably.
Yeah.
So like I said, GD trust and Jimmy D meaning trust in me or trust me.
100%. So Daniel here was saying that okay, he's laughing. People use that as an insult. Too free utisu. Too free utisu.
Let me see. People that insult.
I'm not sure if he's saying too free utisu or free utisu. But yeah, then Afare here was saying
Yifri. I think he said Yifri utisu, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Your head here.
Then let me quickly do this. Sweet. Sorry, I was just somebody is sending me something.
Unless maybe someone is busy trying to say utison, but I don't think it's in.
Oh yeah,
no.
Okay, no, that's true. It could be. Then Afare was asking, how do you say it's your problem, not mine, in Chi? Can one say or how would you best say it? It's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You can also say that how.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's just like what there was we actually explained it some days or some years back or some weeks back, so to speak, or some months back, that when they say semu, I think there was one South African who was asking that the person always hear Ghanaian saying that semu. And we said that when you say semu, it's a problem.
It's a problem, yeah. That's a
it's right to say what he was saying, that it's your problem, not my problem. That means what's
100%.
Of which literally it means it's your issue, not my issue. Of which issue here means that it's your problem, not my problem.
No, 100%, 100%. Then I think Daniel, what he was trying to say was Yifri Utisu.
Yeah, take it off your head.
Yeah, take it off your head. But I don't see. Well, it depends on the context because I don't see how that could be an insult. It's more like somebody. I can't say scolding, but it's more like, how can I put this? From what I'm thinking of, right? If somebody gives you fruit, they're trying to like. They're not really insulting you. That maybe you were, or you can't let something go, and you keep on bringing it up,
There is
right?
a fruit.
Yes, that could make sense. I'm not sure if I'm wrong there.
No, you're right. If someone said, "Are you fruit trim?" That means
Yes.
yes, I don't take it off your head or take it out of your head, or
Mm,
just what about it?
mm, 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 mm. Then the next thing Daniel wanted to find out was, you've disappointed me or I'm disappointed. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Wama menye wu wo ho, or wama menye what? Wama menye aje wo ho.
Woama
Unless if I'm
m'ani angye wo.
Angie, sorry. Wo ho. Yes. Which is I'm not once I'm not impressed, but it's literally I'm not it's literally I'm disappointed. I'm not sure if you can elaborate a bit on that one.
Yeah, like what you said. He said, "Woama m'ani ewu wo ho." Woama m'ani ewu wo ho.
Like
Of
shame.
which, when it says someone is disappointed, it means
Mm,
it's like you it's like you are ashamed of what that person did. It's like you are disappointed, meaning you never thought that person would do that thing. So they
yeah,
are kind of, would I say ashamed for the person. So being shameful for what that person has done, it means that when
mm,
you, because shame means a new.
yeah, yeah,
Am I
yeah,
making
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
So if shame or being shameful means that a new, then I am ashamed of being, I am very shameful of what you have done, which
Mm,
will translate to mean that I am disappointed in what you're doing because I never thought you would do that. So in that
yeah.
case, it will be "Wama m'ani ewu wo ho." That means I'm
Mm-hmm.
shameful of you or I'm disappointed in what you just did. Then when he
Mm,
says, the other one says, "Wama m'ani angye wo ho."
yeah.
When he says angye wo ho, that means that not happy about what you did. So he said, "Wama m'ani angye wo ho." That means what you did, I'm not happy about it. So if I'm not
Mm,
happy about what you did, it means I'm disappointed in what you're doing. I'm not happy. I never expected you to do that. That's why I guess we have the other translation to mean that "Wama m'ani
mm,
angye
mhm,
wo ho."
mm, mm, mm. 100%. Thanks, Mark. Then the other one that Daniel wanted to know was, what do you want with your what? What do you want with your watch? I'm reading that
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
What do you want with your watch? And then I will pack on watch. Oh, with your watches. And okay. I actually got the tree one more than the English one. The tree made sense more than the English. Okay, so at the end I will pack will watch you. So this is basically, I guess, if you get watch and you want something extra with it, then that's how you'd say it. All right, all right.
Yeah.
That makes
I
perfect
guess
sense.
there's a question. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Then the other thing that Daniel wanted was, I guess, what? How do you say destroy? And they want to destroy your leg, which is okay. Can you help with that, Mark? Okay.
For instance, it says "say." Say
Mm-hmm.
means to destroy or to
Mm-hmm.
demolish, to spoil.
Yes. Oil.
Say.
Yes.
Say.
Mm,
Say.
mm.
So this is said almost per se will say
So,
nine.
yes. Let me quickly fix this so they know the difference between destroy and actually the sentence. Sorry, Mark. Let's go back. So destroy is say, yes. And the sentence is, oh,
Almost per se will say nine.
mm,
They want to destroy your leg or they want to spoil your leg or possibly they want to, maybe dislocate your leg, or they just want something bad to happen to your leg, so they
Yeah.
want to destroy your leg. Yeah, or they want to
100%.
hurt your leg or something like
Mm,
that, or
mm,
they want to injure you, if it's the
mm,
right English. Yeah, if they want
mm.
to injure you, it also means that they want to destroy your leg or they want to hurt you. In this case, when you say destroy, it means say, destroy, say. So almost say was say unai, they want to destroy your leg.
Then the other one was once or slow down or he is with me. Okay, so once is krupe, which is kru is one. So krupe is once, literally.
Yeah.
So slow down is koboko, which is literally, yeah, slow down, go slowly. Then he is with me is oniminenam, which is literally he is with me. Then owomehu is he is literally around me, so he is with you, technically speaking.
Oh, actually, he said, "Oh, meho." What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Mhm. Continue. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. Owomeho
Yeah,
is
like you
yeah.
said earlier on,
Mhm.
onemina enam.
Mm,
Here, what it means is that you see when you say onemina enamwa, what it means is this person is with me, or possibly I'm working with this one. This
mm,
one, we are all working together, so to speak.
mm,
So, for instance, let's say you went to a function,
mm,
then
mm,
you want to enter. Let's say maybe they know you, maybe that
mm,
other person, maybe you're a celebrity. As a matter of fact, you're a celebrity. So then maybe let's say you came with me, they know you, they don't know me. So the moment
mm,
you entered, and I also want to enter, they say, no, no, no,
mm,
no, 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 no. Then you will tell those, will I say, bouncers that oneminenam. When they say
mm, mm.
oneminenam, this
Is
person,
with
me,
mm,
well, it means both of us are working together,
mm,
literally.
mm. I
Then the
understand.
second one was said, "Owomiho," meaning that he's with me. That is
Mm,
when, let's say, as an example, um, let's say you are with me in the house,
mm,
as an example, and let's say
mm,
maybe someone calls you, let's say your wife calls you, as an example. Then
mm,
he calls me, maybe he's trying to get you, he's not getting you. Then maybe she calls me, and I'll be like,
mm,
I'm for Womeho. That means
mm,
Ampofu is with me in
mm,
my house.
mm.
So in that case, he's with me in the house. You see, it's two different scenarios. The first one,
Yeah.
we were entering there, and they prevented me to enter. This one,
Mm,
you are here with me in the house. So they say, "Owomeho," that means he's at my place, which means he's with me here at my place.
yeah. Yeah.
Am
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
making sense?
You're making
Then the other one is said, chain, meaning that he's with me or he's by my side.
mm, 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 mm,
So he's with me.
mm. 100%.
Which that one and the latter, the one that I just explained,
Mm.
or me are basically
Almost.
similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost the same. Thanks, Daniel. I hope you're happy with your translation. Then there's the one with from Drew that this probably needs some time, Mark. I hope you can help. I know this probably needs some explanation. He was wondering if we could explain why B sometimes become M, because I know sometimes M is like a plural version of the B. It depends.
Exactly.
Like bre and mre, you know.
Mm.
So in some words, e.g. bre, mre, okay, the spelling isn't that great. I didn't have time to change that. And mabe or me, I'm not sure what he was trying to say here.
I think was trying to say ba and ma.
Yeah.
For the last
So
one, but I know ba and ma, I do understand what he was trying to say.
mereba.
Eh, like for
Mm,
instance, yeah, I think that one would do. And
yeah.
also,
Mm,
let me just summarize everything, or let me just
yes.
explain. Like you
Mm,
said earlier, be or be, and
mm,
that one, like
mm,
you said it yourself.
mm,
In plural forms of other styles, we use the B will tend to M because it is plural. And like you gave an example, mre. Mre, the plural of time is still time. We spell it the same. Time is time. I don't know whether I'm wrong. Maybe the English scholars can correct me. But time, the plural of time is time. You understand? So if you say the time is 2 o'clock, you always say the time is 2 o'clock or it's 3 o'clock, so to speak.
That's
but
true.
in Twi, when you say bre or time, in plural you say mre. You understand? Season, maybe season, that one, at least that one is clearer. Because that one, season and seasons, at least that one, we can add s. You know, in context, the B and the M, when it is plural, bre will be mre. You know, like ba, ma. For instance, a child is a ba, right? Ma will be double M. You understand? M will come because it's more. For instance, I want to use, let me see. Okay, like you said earlier on Obaha. He came here. Obaha. He came here. The problem, for it, you say, as a let's say maybe you want to also use it in a, let's say the negative way, or possibly say the opposite of he came here. Woama. In that case, it also becomes M. Just that, because it's a negative, to be double M. But at least I'm just trying to tell you the reason why sometimes the B will be M. I don't know. Am I making sense?
You are, just that I guess for somebody who doesn't really understand, it gets a bit confusing because I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I hope Drew does. If it doesn't, what I'll do is my next video, I'll try and pump a lot and try and kind of elaborate more on that one. But usually it becomes the plural form, or in this case, what Mark said, becomes a negative. The obaha, which is the person came here, which is a B. Then wamaha, which is maha, the double M, which is the person didn't come here. You get what I'm trying to say? So it all depends. Or the bre, which is B, which is like one. Then mre, which is plural, which is, well, still time, but it's like a lot of time. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Then before we move on, Daniel was saying that, hey, Kwesi and Mark, I want to ask, I really don't have Ghanaians to talk to learn the language fluently. So what other ways are there to get it fluently? I wanted to give up. Okay, I'm not sure if Daniel, if Mark has any suggestions. I have two that I can think of, right? In my case, because I don't really hang around with a lot of Ghanaians, right? I only speak Chi primarily when I'm with my parents, first of all, right? So Mark was by luck that I actually bumped into Mark, who's now my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
So, and he's a Ghanaian as well. So what happens is, it was because now we get to speak Chi, right? But what I used to do, just to make sure that I remember, was go to a Ghanaian salon. I know you're in Canada. I think Daniel is in Canada. I think the last time you told us they were in Canada, I'm not sure. But if you can find any Ghanaian salon, just...
I guess.
Sorry, Mark?
Is it the Daniel Doku? I think there was a time
Yes.
someone... Yes.
It is. Yeah. So I think if he can go to a Ghanaian salon, I know Ghanaians almost always speak Chi when they're at the salon, right? Then at least when you hear the words when they're speaking. I guess, first of all, you won't really make sense of what they're saying, but at least you grab here and there of these words. And, oh yeah, he is in Canada. Then you'll actually hear them, if that's great, right? And I think the other thing that you're doing, which is great, is listening to a lot of Chi music, which is good, because with that, at least you can pick up here and there what they're trying to say and usually send it through to us. And we try our level best to actually tell you in general what the song is about, right? So that can also help. And if you have Ghanaian churches around, I don't know. I'm just, giving my 2 cents. If you have churches around or somewhere that Ghanaians actually gather, just go there. If they have a restaurant or something, just go there. Just sit there. Usually, if you tell them that you want to learn tree or whatever, chances are Ghanaians aren't really stingy when it comes to sharing. They'll probably help you out. So, Mark, I'm not sure if anything to add.
I think you said it all, because basically, to be fluent with the language is about speaking it. And how do you speak it? Then someone who speaks it. You must be closer to people who speak the language. So basically, it all what you were saying, or in summary, you must get someone or get to places where they speak the language.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Then I have, okay, Paquin, okay, I hope I'm saying it right. Appear is saying, greetings, my brother, be blessed. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. You too. Then we have, okay, Jewel was saying something. So you mean B becomes N in negative? Yes, there are times that it becomes M in negative. And there are times that it becomes a plural form. As we said, ba, ba, which is come. I can say Ju braha, which is Ju, come here, right? Which is braha. Okay, but I'm saying bra. If I say ba, which can also mean Ju baha, which is Ju came here, right? And I say Ju amaha. It's not a B, it's an M, but it actually refers the same thing, just it's a negative version of it, right? So in some instances, it becomes negative. And in some instances where B and M become a plural form, will be ebre is one. So it's like one singular time. Then emre is times. So in that context, M will be a plural of B. I'm not sure if I'm making sense.
Yeah, you're making sense. And like you even gave that example where you say braha, maha, that means don't come here. So maha is M A M A M A in English, which is that means don't come here. And that will be double. But at least there will be an M for you.
Yeah, yeah. Then let's see who's next. And the next person was Mujeeb. So Mujeeb wanted to find out, didn't he tell you, let me see, didn't he tell you before taking it? Oh, sorry. Didn't he tell you before taking it? Which in tree is ankyerɛ, ansana or ɔrefa or ɔrefa. Okay, which is fine. So ankyerɛ is, didn't the person tell you? Ansana before, ɔrefa is before they took it or before taking it, in short. So I'm not sure if Mark wants to elaborate.
No, I think you said it all. Yeah.
All right, cool. Then let's. Then okay, cool. So Joe wanted to know. Then how would we say? Okay, then how would you say? Can I come and eat some? Can I come and eat some? Oh, I get where this is going. So can I come? You see, it's actually going to use them both. Can I come and eat some? You can say metume abba be dibi, unless if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. Wait, me about DB. Yeah.
Yes.
And I come
You see, with the ma there and the ba there. So that was actually great. So in this context, how do you explain this? Because it's ma, well, it's me to miaba, right? Which is thingy. It's not an MA.
The me to me, that means
So it's A.
To me. Yeah, so
Okay.
one is here.
All right. Daniel, I hope you're happy there. Then the next one sorry, Joe. I meant Joe, sorry. Then the next one is still Mujeeb wants to know you didn't return it. Oh, okay. Woanfa, amma. Okay, this actually also could work because we are saying
Yeah.
you didn't bring it, right? Woanfa amma. I'm thinking of the B one. We can't use Woanfa amma. No, that won't work. It's always Woanfa.
So the B one will be or the buy. He brought it.
Yes, he brought it.
Or he returned.
Yes.
Or you returned it. Why?
Would buy.
You brought
Yes.
it. Yeah.
100%. Then what's this? Mujeeb wanted to know, how did you know she didn't pay? Well, how did you know she didn't pay? Okay, we are then you say went, yeah. Okay, cool. So we are then you say went, yeah. So we are then is how did you know? Or yeah, literally, how did you know? How did you figure out who is we are then is how right? We are then is how did you find out or how did you figure out? Who knew would
Yeah,
be
how
C. Yeah.
Yeah. Who
Say
knew
when
to know?
who know,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah. Then say Woanfa say when my bad is that the person did not pay. Yeah. Then guys, remember you can
Yeah,
still
so who then who say went here? Actually, I think the hunu we were supposed to make a double U at the end. We then hunu
say
went
yeah.
here.
All right. Let me quickly sort that out.
Yeah,
It's W, right?
it's will I say a past tense, obviously.
Oh, okay. So that. So it will be we are then who say when yeah. All right. I think guys. Mhm.
Went here.
Yeah, 100%. So, guys, remember you can keep on sending stuff, right? So, I'm not sure today if Mark has any proverbs. We haven't done proverbs in a while. Like it's been forever now. Last time, because we were with Nee, we never did our proverbs. So, we were just, yeah. So, I'm not sure if Mark has while we wait for people to send in. Okay, before we do that, right? Joel wants to add something. Then we'll come back to your proverbs. So, Mark can think of these proverbs. Why?
Yeah,
Why is it? All right, cool. So now, Jule is asking, right? Which one will be correct? Uh, okay, I'm not sure. Mime dibia or maybe db another. Okay, I'm not sure exactly. My brain is not clicking here.
I think he's trying to talk about what we initially talk about. Can I have something like that? I think that's what he's trying to kind of bring it across and see whether what he's writing is right.
Okay, okay, cool.
But this one, if you say, what is it? Mime DB
Yeah,
ana. Oh, that one you will say, mime DB ana. If you say mime DB or mime DB, mime
mime.
DB ana, what you literally means that can I come and eat with you or can I come and eat some with you? Literally,
Yeah.
that's what it means.
Okay, cool.
Which I still use it even
Mm-hmm.
with what earlier on when they say "Metumi aba bedibiana," which is can I come and eat some?
Yeah.
This one can also work for you when you say "Memedibiana," can I come and eat some with you, or can I come and eat some? Which
Yeah.
is not wrong. Memedibi, memedibiana. So you say me,
Like that.
so the me will be me di. There's
Oh,
me
okay.
medibiana.
Okay, cool. All right.
And that's why you say, should I come and eat with you, or should I come and eat some?
Okay. Okay. 100%.
Yeah.
Then the next Daniel was asking, so Kwesi, are you saying that Mark is the only one who helped you learn? I guess you're saying, yeah, is Mark that helped me learn Tree fluently, right? Um,
Even your
Okay, let me.
parents, actually help you.
Yes. But in all fairness, right? Let me put it this way, right? I knew Chi because of my parents, of course, because whenever I go home, I have to speak it. So it was great, right? But it's always nice to have somebody that you talk to in Chi, right? Constantly. So Mark is my go-to guy. Even I speak to my parents on the phone, but with parents, you really don't discuss about a lot. It's basically, how are you doing? How is life over there? How is family? Like simple, get to the point. And with Mark, we talk about the whole lot of things, right? Even though there'll be English in there, but we mainly speak Tree, which, you know what, sometimes you hear a word and you're like, I haven't said that word in a long time. Then it hits and you remember these words that you haven't said in a long time, right? So, yes, Mark, for now, yes, because I speak to him often. He's the one that makes sure my tree doesn't get all rusty. Yes. So, I agree, yes. I hope I answered you. Okay, cool. So Mark, now it's your Proverbs time while we wait for people to send us stuff. I'm not sure if you have any though.
Of that, but it's fine.
All right, cool.
Okay, let's do this one. Sɛ akwadaa mpanyinso a yɛgye no eyi ase toɔ.
We should have wrote this before we came through, so they will see it. Okay, but we'll send it through to you guys. All right, cool. Let's repeat again so I can hear it properly.
Sɛ akwadaa mpanyinso a.
Okay.
Yɛgye no eyi ase toɔ.
Okay, I didn't hear the second part properly. I just heard the funeral part. Day?
Yeah, I said sɛ akwadaa mpanyinso a.
So if a child, okay. So if a child cries like a grown-up, or cries as though grown-ups cry, yeah, then the second part?
Yɛgye no eyi ase toɔ.
Yɛgye no eyi ase.
Toɔ.
Okay, no, that one. That you need to help.
When let me put it this way. Let me break it down. When we say a tour, this is not that tour last that we explained earlier. In this context, a tour is tax. You understand? Or it's like contribution. That will rather make it better. A contribution. You understand? But in this context, it's condolence. I don't know whether this for someone who is dead. So if akwada usu mpanyinso a yɛgye yi ase toɔ means that if you are crying like an adult, especially if or better still someone died and you are crying like that, then that means you are an adult. You should be able to pay those condolences also. When they are taking contribution for that dead person, you should be. That means you are trying to behave as if you are an adult, but you are not.
You should be able to contribute as well.
You be able to cry like that. That means it's just like a child trying to behave as if he's an adult, especially in the family. Oh, I have money, you do all that. Means now when we are calling for people to contribute to a particular cause, of which mostly we will exclude kids, since you are behaving like an adult, then I guess you must also pay. It's just like saying that the butterfly thinks himself a bird, The butterfly thinks himself a bird, meaning that the butterfly thinks that he's like a bird, but you are not a bird. You understand? The butterfly, they are small. Yes, you can all fly, but we've got, so to speak, or levels, so to speak. So if you're a child and you want to behave like an adult, then you must also do what adults do. In this context, you must pay that contribution for the food. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, cool.
All
right. Before we get to the second one, Daniel is asking, well, I hope he's asking. I just clicked on the thingy. I have a few chief friends on WhatsApp, but it's the same thing.
I don't think it's going to be the same thing. Because on WhatsApp, what is going to happen is you can't write P, and mostly we communicate in English. It's not like here in South Africa where most people communicate in their language, even when they are WhatsApping. Some of them they can be writing their Zulus or their Sutus or their Tonga language, But us in Chi, some of the letters you will not even get it in the keyboard. That's why you realize that most Chi stuffs, even the air, they will just write three, which actually air is supposed to be that three turn up the other way around. But so many times they can't find it on the keyboard, they'll write three.
Okay. This one I'm just trying to understand. So I'm not sure if Daniel's trying to say that he's the same as me in a sense that he has friends that he can speak to in Tree, or his friends are the only people that he has that he can speak to in Tree, the same as I speak to Mark, and that's helping him. If that's the case, then that's great. If that's the case, then that's great. Keep on doing that with your friends. All of you get better at some point. But if you're saying that even though you're talking to them, but it's not really helping, right? Then that's also something else, right? Well, it's good that you got a group of friends that are Ghanaians and that you're speaking Chi with. That's 100%, right? Just try and expose yourself. Well, like I said, I'm not sure how close you are to a Ghanaian barber shop or church or restaurant or something. I don't know. Or I think Daniel said his dad is a Ghanaian, right? If that's the case, maybe some of his Ghanaian friends' kids, you guys can hang around and try and speak Chi. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Then he wanted to know, what's this? Do you know this word, Mark?
What is he saying? Is it POW or what is it right? A POW or what?
Yeah, PUW. I'm trying to think.
Oh, the only thing that comes to mind is a sound when it's a pow or poo. I don't know. But I don't know what trying to say.
I don't know what the meaning of this is. PUW. I can't even try and think of a word that would be similar to this. Daniel, if you can, right? If you have, can you tell us where you heard it from so we can get the context? Then maybe we can understand what that word is, if you don't mind. Then the next person is Paquin. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope I'm saying it right. I like that I will have my husband teach me that one for our children. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. At least Paquin's husband will help because they have kids, right? And that is great because you know what? If you're married to a non-Ghanaian or non-Tree speaking person, right? I think the kids is usually the easiest way for the partner to learn. Because chances are the parent who speaks Tree will speak Tree to the child. Then you just have to eavesdrop and hear them speak or hear him tell the child stuff and you pick up from it. That's the quickest way you can actually learn. So I'm not sure if Mark that actually sounds right.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. Now it's your second proverb. Okay, we have like 10 minutes.
I say what I say. I was asking myself. Okay, let's do this one.
Okay.
So let me put it this way. Ɛmfa wafuo mu nti sɛ amfa wafuo mu nti wosi ɛkwan no tene.
Okay, so I'm far from it. So because it didn't go through your farm, you're saying that the road is straight. Okay, that is funny. Okay, good. That is funny. So you can elaborate. Okay, let me hear what it actually means. Because I'm just translating word for word.
Yeah, you said I should elaborate it.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I wanted to say something. I guess maybe you kind of got what I was trying to say. So I thought maybe you would say something and possibly I'll add something.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So I'm power for Munti.
Yes.
See a kind of.
Yep.
It's like because like you said earlier on, just because let's say maybe they were doing construction as an example, and they want to construct road. And because when they were doing the construction, it was not your farm that was kind of destroyed, and they paved that road or that way through someone's farm, and it was not through yours. When you say, this road is very straight, wow, it's not your farm. So he said, say, I'm for munti. You see a quite nothing. You understand? So it's more like, because it's not you that was affected, you it's like, it's fine. So far as you didn't get affected by the situation, then it's fine.
100%.
But if it's you are also affected, there you realize that it's very, very sad, or possibly it's disheartening for someone to
Yes.
destroy your farm and use it for a road, so to speak. So I say, I'm for community. We see a quite not in it.
100%. Because what I was going to add, right, my explanation was, I was going to say it's like working for someone, then them getting fired and you did not get fired. Then in your head, when you're talking to people, like, no, even though the person might come to you and tell you that, I was unfairly dismissed, you might actually tell people and say, what, maybe it was fair. I remember seeing so and so not even working. So maybe him getting fired, it was actually the right thing to do, because you still have your job, right? But if it happened to you, you'll be singing the other tune saying it's not fair because, you got fired. Other people that are more lazy than you, or people, blah, blah, blah. So that is actually quite funny. That's really funny.
That's perfect. That's perfect. It's just like someone saying that, say,
okay, that you need to elaborate. That one, I didn't get clearly.
It's just like someone saying that, say,
okay.
What was most just explain literally, and like you said, you gave the life lessons that what you just said, which was perfect. What it literally means is that just because, or let me say, as an example, let's say as an example, someone grabs a knife, as an example, then maybe stab someone. When you stab that person, because it is not you, to you, it looks as if that thing is in a tree or in the stem of a tree.
Yes.
Because, so far as you know, and that person is feeling it, according to you, it's just like trying to pierce you with a knife. Well, you are not the one feeling it. You understand? So so it's the same as what you were saying. Because it was not you, to you, you don't see it to be painful. You don't see it to be like what you were explaining, where that person got fired. It was not you. You did it. You're not the one that lost your job. So you don't really see you don't see it as an issue. You think that it's fine because he did this. But if it were to be you, that's where you realize that this thing is very painful.
Very 100%. And I'm sorry, I think I said Daniel. It was actually Jewel who wrote this. So Mark, can you see this?
Oh, okay. Then I don't know why you brought. You were not supposed to bring the W, but because bring the W is like speaking fancy tree.
Oh.
Ejanu ripu wisie. Ejanu
So
ripu.
meaning the fire. Oh.
Fire. There's smoke. That means the fire. There's smoke coming out. You understand?
Oh. So the ripu, what does that mean? It's coming out.
Ripu, like it's just like saying it's coming out, or it's emitting.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
You understand? It's emitting.
Oh.
It's
Okay. Cool.
Someone would say it's English. Emitting. It's coming out, like
because so there's smoke coming out of the fire, in short. Okay, see, Joe, thank you so much, because that makes perfect sense, and I hope that you actually understood that, what ripu actually means. So it's without a W, right? Just to confirm. All right. Guys, we're like 5
minutes. It means ripu. Infantry.
Oh, so it actually means the same thing in infantry. Oh, okay. All right. Great, guys. In what case can... Okay, cool. So he's asking, in what case can Didi become needy? It's okay. It's the opposite. It's the negation of the first one. So how can I put this? I'm thinking of the best way to put the negative one.
In needy, that means don't eat. Or if you say needy, don't eat. If you say didi, meaning eat.
Eat, yeah. So Jewel Didi will be Jewel eat. Jewel needy is Jewel don't eat.
Or yeah. For instance, as an example, Joe in needy dodo. Joe in needy dodo. Meaning that Joe doesn't eat a lot.
Yes.
So Joe in needy dodo.
Then Joe Didi
dodo, meaning Joe eats a lot.
So it's basically the negative, well, not the negative, but the negation of it, the opposite of it. One is eat, one is doesn't eat, in short. So I hope, Joe, that actually helped you out a lot. Remember, guys, you can send stuff through. I think we're left with 4 minutes. What can we talk about in 4 minutes? Let's see. I think Mark can touch on his channel. And yeah, Mark, for those that don't know, you can talk about your... You didn't release anything last weekend or today?
I didn't the last 2 weeks. Yeah, what I was actually, the reason is that I wanted to add something to the channel. You know, it's Dominion Encounter, right? I was doing Dominion Encounter where we pray with people with problems. We if you have any problem, you send it through the comment section. We pray with you, and we preach, so to speak, inspire people and encourage people. But I realized that I can also add Voice of Dominion, which intends means that actually giving a scenario of situations which inspire people, or some people went through a particular situation and by God's grace he's been able to... it's more like a testimony, so to speak. So I'm trying to kind of put things together. That's why my last video, if you noticed, it was talking about it was more like an inspiration, not a preach. You know, so on it, Dominion Outreach TV. You can go to my channel, Dominion Outreach TV, if you want to be encouraged, if you want to be prayed for, if you want to be encouraged. Like I said, if you want to be inspired, if you're going through a lot of things and you need someone to talk to, you go to Dominion Outreach TV. You can subscribe to the channel, and you can like it. And also share it with your friends. Yeah.
Please do, guys. Okay, we have 2 more translations. Sorry, Mark. But guys, please do put his channel in the description section of this video when I upload it. But yeah, you'll find his channel description there. Then Paquin wants to know, how do you say you have eaten enough for now, please? Guess you can say, there's a lot of ways of putting this. You have eaten enough for now, please. I wanted to say you're full now, so stop. That's what's coming into my head. You have eaten enough for now, please. What's the best way one can put it, Mark? You've eaten enough.
Because you can say that, for instance, you can say which means that whatever that you have eaten is fine. What you have eaten, I think it's fine, which means that actually it's enough what you have eaten. So
okay,
which is what you have, it's fine.
So you just have to put as please in front. Then yeah, you just have to add please in front. I'm not sure if Paquin actually heard that properly. So you said that's it. Now what did you know yet? That's about it.
Well, the wedding is here. Meaning, what do you
Oh,
mean? If you know, it's enough for now.
yeah. So it's basically been part of what did you know? Yes, is here. So whatever you've eaten for now is fine. Don't worry, guys. What I'll do is I'll get the key translation of the words that I'll put in the description section in the before Wednesday. Before Wednesday. So just come back to this video, check the description section. You have all the translation to what was touched here, written properly in tree. Then the next thing that Drew wanted to say was, how can I say, don't let them eat together? Oh, okay. And Mao Omun Didi. I'm not sure if that's right. And Mao, unless there's another way one can actually say it.
Yeah, my own needing mom. Yeah.
And Mao Didi Mom. I hope, Drew, you heard that properly. But like I said, what I'll do is, okay, cool. Patman says, what I'll do, like I said, is before Wednesday, I'll have them all in the description section. Then, if I don't get a lot of translation for next week, what I'll do is I'll come back to these translations. I'll pick a few, maybe 4 or 5. Then I'll say them again slowly and properly in next week's video. Wait, Joel is saying you can't say needy. You can, can't you? And my own needy mom. Yeah, you can. And my own needy
Yeah,
mom.
so that's needy. So then you put double N. So to be in needy, don't eat.
Yes, so it would be a mom needy mom. So it would be double NIDI.
Yeah, my own
Instead of
mom.
instead of a my own didi mom. Okay, I hope yes, 100% like this, right? Mark, needy like that.
Yeah, needy, yeah.
Yeah. So no, you know what, Jewel, I'm really happy because Jewel actually asked good stuff and we explained and try and actually everyone that came, Paquin, Jewel, Daniel, who else? I can't remember everyone else. Afare as well was there. So I just want to thank you guys. Thanks again for continued support. We really, really appreciate you guys. Please spread the word of Mark's channel and this one. Well, this one, everyone wants to learn tree with Mark. Anyone that needs prayer and motivation, go to his channel. Please subscribe, help him as well, support him as well. Hopefully both channels will grow bigger and bigger, and one day will be somewhere else. So guys, just want to thank each one of you for joining. From Mark and I, with lots of love. Okay, Mark, I'll probably call you after this. Guys, bye.
Bye.